All I was waiting on was that ad to be over. Let's start looking for a game. Oh. Starting at 11 minutes, we'll see how long this queue is. Didn't mean to take a screenshot. Throw that away. Delete. I might hit 6 more people tonight. Fuck around. Get these challenges out of my way, essentially. Do some punchy. Depends on how long it takes to get into a game. I'm gonna start reading something. Alright, I was gonna do the Blight last night because, well, the reason I didn't do it is because of the long ass backstory. So we were going to read the Blight because I heard some crazy things about it. To understand the human condition, one must rise above it. This was the credo of Albert Grimes, a Scottish chemist whose unrestrained ambition took him to towering heights. As a boy, he was a popular child, bright, charismatic, and unafraid to challenge authority. Yet despite his social graces, he was fiercely independent, spending much of his time exploring the sprawling fields near his town alone. What began as a child's nearly turned deadly after experimenting with a patch of poisonous foxglove. For days, he laid in bed dripping with sweat, purging any food that touched his stomach. When he recovered, it wasn't fear that gripped him, but fascination. There was something magical in how a single flower could so drastically affect him. Into his adult years, his ambition developed as quickly as his questionable methods. He attended the London School of Medicine and excelled despite several reprimands. His willingness to push the limits secured him in a position with the British East India Company. Within 7 years, he was made head chemist. At the time, he completed one of his greatest achievements, a chemical that would increase a worker's productivity while reducing their need for rest. He was rewarded with a secret laboratory beneath a prison camp on Dyer Island. There, off the coast of India, prisoners from the Opium War became his unwilling subjects, leading to a drug that allowed soldiers to withstand incredible amounts of pain. Though most side effects were minor, there was rumor that a small number of soldiers went mad. In feral states, they massacred villages, impaling the populace on bayonets, leaving them hanging from trees. There were no official reports on the subject, and Talbot used to blame himself for what could only be exaggerated war stories. Though his callous brilliance seemed unflappable, he was ignorant to his enemies. His questionable work had amassed. The realization struck him quite literally with a steel pipe to the back of his head during a trip to Mangalore. He was bound and loaded into a wagon. When his blindfold was removed, a sickly man showed him a mass grave filled with hundreds of bodies. Unbeknownst to Talbot, his productivity increasing drug had killed nearly an entire factory's worth of workers. He knew he couldn't defend himself against the anger and accusations of his abductor. All he could do was curl up as the blows from the steel pipe rained down. His body was thrown into the grave and left for dead, shifting between consciousness and the darkest black. He crawled for an escape, fingers sinking into rotten flesh. Black flies feasted on his uncovered flesh. The sensations of 100 pinpricks stabbing into him. As he collapsed, he came face to face with the dead woman's dazzling hazel eyes. Too weak to pull away, he could do nothing but witness his life's work. Then, from the edge of death, he was brought back. He found himself on a small bed as a kindly, wrinkled face looked over him. With each pained breath, he was nursed back to health in an ancient mystery school posing as a monastery. In verdant gardens behind tall, unassuming walls, the monks studied forbidden texts, striving to expand the human mind in the search for other dimensions, believing one of them to be connected to the other. Talbot's knowledge proved indispensable, his mind-altering chemicals integrating seamlessly with theories of neural expansion. He realized then that his salvation was no coincidence. He was plucked from the pit specifically to advance the school's knowledge. He agreed to help until his recovery was complete, being tasked with researching what the monks called the soul chemical, a compound derived from the pineal gland that can open his mind's eye. What began as a favor to his saviors soon became an obsession. Poring over the school's archives of lost texts, he uncovered scientific formulas that confirmed previously unthinkable ideas. He dreamt of ushering humankind into a new period of enlightenment. Perhaps then, the nightmares of hundreds of dead factory workers and those two hazel eyes would fade from his mind. As he came closer to a breakthrough, the demeanor of the monks shifted. The gentle smiles they offered were paired with uneasy eyes that quickly darted away when spotted. The polite conversations he was once privy to turned to hushed murmurs. The last thing he would see of the school was the cracked ceiling above his bed, branching like a dendrite through plaster. His next memories were a shattered mosaic of images and sensations, smearing lights, horse hooves on cobblestone, horse burlap scratching at his cheeks, and the sharp bites into his arms. He woke ragged and unwashed, splayed on the straw mattress of an opium den. Mind in a dense fog, his first thought was of his notes, the only record of his groundbreaking revelations. He searched frantically, scrambling through the dingy basement, pleading aloud for help. A few other denizens looked up from their hammocks, offering nothing but drug-soaked eyes and apathetic gazes that soon fell into half-slumber. Before he noticed, the robed figure appeared behind him, a needle plunged into his arm, and the world disappeared once more. Awoken again, each time hazier than the last. He tongued at hollow gaps between his teeth. How long, he wondered. A faint memory returned. The soul chemical. His notes. The verge of a breakthrough. A faraway whisper entered his mind. He fumbled with the stone, sharpening it with shaking hands in the dim light of the den. Amongst the catatonic occupants, he carved his research from memory into the walls. He wrote for hours until his fingers bled, moving to the floor, taking in everything the voice whispered despite his inability to comprehend it. When there was nowhere left to write, he gripped the stone and carved the message into his chest. Stained with blood, he witnessed a miracle appear before him, a magnificent field of lush orange flowers. The whispered voice beckoned to him, urging him to enter the field and discover the worlds and dimensions beyond human comprehension. For a moment, Talbot felt the sense of wonder he possessed as a child. The denizens of the opium den awoke to silence. The dry scent of smoke still lingered in the air. Shambling out of their drug-hazed fog, they found the stone floor wet with blood. Tiny rivulets coursing through the cracks as eyes adjust to the darkened room. The jagged lettering scrawled along its length began to appear, written over and over without end. There was but one single line. Death is the only beginning. No thank you, Daya. Gotta do something while we wait for these long queue times as a killer. I did that again. We got the blight. Did the hag last night, so the cannibal. He's got a semi-long backstory. Good old Leatherface. Home state. Home state, man. Whether killers perform their heinous acts by the compulsions of their diseased minds, or if they are forced into them by external pressures, has long been a matter of debate. But for one killer, nature and nurture are inextricably linked. Leatherface kills not from a desire to exert his will over others, to satisfy carnal urges, or to even quiet the voices in his head. He kills because he is scared. Scared that others will hurt him. Scared that his family will be displeased with him. Scared that their shared willingness to eat human flesh will be discovered. He does as he is told. His family loves him, and that is all that matters. Outsiders are a threat, and threats need to be dealt with. Like those kids that came into the house uninvited, walked in like they owned the place, looked around the house trying to find out his family's secrets, no doubt. But Leatherface dealt with them. Protected his family just as he... We are now in a match. That took about 12 minutes. I'm the only killer. Oh, there we go. We got a blight and me. That's what I do during this event, because the long killer wait times. I do not know how this killer is going to be. If it's anything like last night, then we'll have a mixture of people who are going to do what the other killer does, and people who just go for the kill, no matter what. Stars? What about stars? I caught the love disc. It just wasn't in my chat. Oh. Oh, okay. I don't know enough about Nemesis. I just know that he's a fun character. I'm not a Resident Evil fan. Not a horror game fan, honestly. This is the only horror adjacent game I play. Also, Minecraft can have some horror aspects depending on the mod packs, but after I finish Leatherface, I can do Wesker's and Nemesis' backstory or bio. Oh, there's a zombie over there that's chasing someone. I don't know if the other killers can see the zombies. Or if it's just me. Survivors can't see them. They can see them, they can't see them like this, is what I mean. I missed. Back over here, Ripley. I missed again. How did I miss? Did the bot just do that? Okay, I don't know the range, obviously. Did I lose her? Guess I lost Ellen. Oh, she's over here. Fucking bots, dude. I hate bots. I'm over here somewhere. There she is. It is no joke that bots have fucking like wall hacks and all this other shit. Like she wouldn't have known I was walking that direction. But she knew because she's a bot. I'm done with her. I'm gonna let him deal with her. I'm gonna go deal with the people that my zombies are staring at. My zombies just fucking body blocked me. I missed. Fucking hell. I haven't really been paying attention to who he's been paying. I'm not gonna... Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna play sandwich games. Back off. I knocked her down. You don't fucking take my knockdown. Not going after the Claudette if he's gonna go after her. I'm not playing two team. Can you not? I might have accidentally killed her. Yep, I accidentally killed her. Whoopsie. I'm trying to avoid anyone he's going after at the time that he's going after them, but also she was kind of sitting on the generator the whole time I walked up to her. Yeah, whoops. I'm not going to kill anyone else except for bots now. You're being useless. That one's not. I don't know why people keep running in this mode. Hang out with the people that have the abilities to sneak. Learn how the other classes work, not just the class that you're playing as. It's that simple. But like, how difficult of a concept is that? What does this give a killer? Oh, it's a team speed boost. I'm gonna not... Oh, you're done. Sacrificing my zombies so they're not helping me. But also only looking for Ellen and Jake. Like this guy? This zombie right here is being useless. It's not looking for anyone, it's just wandering. And now it's stopping. It stops and then just like wanders back where it came from. Also helps if they give blood points. That was the Claudette. I'm not going after Claudette. He's going after Ellen. He's about to learn why the bots piss people off. Someone just got hit by the zombie over here. That's the first time Ellen's been... Wow. What is this zombie doing? The hell is this zombie doing? Dumbass. Standing there like that? Oh. Someone get her. I didn't realize that they were sitting there taking care of that generator right next to the cage that she's in. I don't have the reach for that. Ah! He dodged. Doing pretty good at the whole dodging thing. Or now he's just getting in my face. I missed. How do I keep missing his ass? Like barely. I wish that there was like an aiming reticle for this. But I'm not gonna be fighting this guy if he's gonna be on top of him too. Nope, I'm not doing that. Alright, let's go find Jake Park and Ellen now. Ada and a Leon right here, huh? Sandy gas. Let's see. Can I find the Ellen and the Jake? I think that's Jake Park right there. Definitely Jake Park. I don't know if this is his second hook or last hook. Dude goes after Ellen, so that's all I need to know. I'm not trying to kill him now. I'll kill the Ellen, but not the others. I'll kill Ellen and Jake. But if it ends up that they escape, then they escape. So, one or the other. Ellen got hung. No, I'm not doing that. I don't know why this blight insists on sandwiching. He's constantly going after the people that I so happen to run into. Light's not being fun, so I would run if I were you. Oh, he's just going for kills. I'm not saying, like, he's not going to talk to the police. I don't like that he keeps trying to sandwich people between me and him. Like, he'll see the chase clause and then he'll go straight for me to sandwich. How did I get up to there? And I need 2 more. On to the next one. I also had to figure out where I was on Blight's backstory. Really quick. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. And that dude kept trying to do it. Oh wait, no, I've already finished Blight's backstory. Whose backstory was I on before we started that? It was Leatherface. That's what it was. Alright. He's not just a protector. He has many roles, and each role has its own face. He serves dinner, cares for the family, dresses well when they eat. His grandpa and ma used to care for them all, but grandpa's old now, and she's been... I don't know why it's saying grandpa's old now and she's been still for a while. I think it's supposed to be grandma's been still for a while. So Leatherface and his brothers had to take over. Family is everything to him. Family is security and safety. But even though he did his best, one of the kids got away. He's tried to stop her, chasing after her as fast as he could. But she had help. Another outsider, driving a truck. The evil trucker killed his brother, ran him over like he was a possum. In fury, Leatherface leapt at him, the saw ready to avenge his family, but the trucker was too quick. He knocked Leatherface aside and turned his own saw against him. As he watched the outsiders driving away, the rage, grief, and pain combined with the worry about what would happen to his family now. They would surely return with the police, and the police would take his brothers and his grandpa. They have a weird way of writing these. Without them, what would he do? Without their commands, he would wither and die. As his world collapsed, Leatherface spun in circles, swinging the saw all around, trying to fight off the myriad external threats that surrounded him. When another feeling overtook him, it came from outside his vision, crawling over his skin with cold dread. He realized that no matter what outsiders could do to him, there was something worse, something bigger that lived in the shadows. He was filled with a terror unlike any he had ever felt before. But it was almost comforting, like the fear he'd felt with his family, the fear of disappointment of disappointing them. I'm trying to see if his singing's picking up. It's not. I was trying to see if his singing's picking up, but he was only singing when I was talking. He was brought to a place that was familiar but unknowable, and he instinctively knew what he had to do. He couldn't fail it, the way he had his family. Outsiders would come, but he would use his skills to overcome any threat. There would be screaming, and he would make the world quiet again, until the only sound remaining was the blessed howl of the saw. Let the outsiders down. I keep doing that. Alright, we're gonna go read Wesker's bio. Yeah, the whole like sandwiching, I don't like doing that because the survivors are already at a disadvantage. Why are you gonna tag team on one guy who cannot defend themselves, especially when people keep sandwiching them and body blocking them, which is a reportable offense, and I'm not going to do that. Albert Wesker was a high-ranking official in the Umbrella Corporation. While he made great strides with Umbrella, his ambition drove him to betray the corporation. I try to be. Believing himself the best test subject. Speaking of being a kind killer, I'm going to actually be a by the lore kind killer. He doesn't want to kill. That's why he uses the bell. Now, let's go back to Wesky. That's actual lore, though. Alright. His ambition drove him to betray the corporation. Believing himself the best test subject, he exposed himself to the prototype virus. Now with superhuman strength, Wesker faked his death and went underground with a new plan. Expose the world of Ouroboros, a biological weapon that would eliminate the weak and leave only the strong. Wesker began to put his plan to action after, but was confronted by the members of the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance at a hangar stocked with missiles carrying Ouroboros. Determined to be at the vanguard of evolution, he once again made himself a test subject, exposing himself to Ouroboros. He began to evolve in ways he could never have imagined. But as he felt his cells change, a strange black fog seeped into the hangar and filled his vision. When the fog finally dissipated, he found himself in another world, surrounded by lesser beings that deserved put out of their misery. I didn't mean to. Because I keep backing out like this, I keep changing my killer. Nemesis. Designed by Umbrella Corporation, the Nemesis is a nearly unstoppable super soldier fixated on pursuing and eliminating his targets. He's getting louder and louder in the back. Part of the Tyrant T-103 series, this specimen has increased intelligence and awareness due to the NEA parasite implanted within it. His first mission unleashed it upon Raccoon City, where it had a singular objective: exterminate STARS members. Rampaging through the city, the Nemesis faced off against Jill Valentine multiple times, and though she managed to escape, he was never far behind. He nearly had his target when a strange fog descended upon them, mixing with the smoke of a city in chaos. The phenomenon meant nothing to him, The frigid cold and decreased oxygen never posed a threat. All that mattered was soldiering on into the fog, continuing the mission, find stars, eliminate stars, and kill anyone who gets in the way. Did it again. Okay. So the Huntress. We're about to hit an ad, so I'm going to force the ad, and then we'll be back for the story. Alright. Now for the Huntress's backstory. As soon as Anna was able to walk, her mother started teaching her how to survive a harsh, solitary life in the northern woods. Living in such an extremely remote and dangerous area required skill and resilience. When sunlight became too dim for productive activities, they would take refuge. I lost where I was. They would take refuge in their house, a sturdy old cabin constructed to resist the fire. Close to the hearth's warmth, Anna would rest in her mother's arms, surrounded by the few wooden toys and masks she had crafted for her. Drifting off to sleep with stories and lullabies, she dreamt happy dreams, ignorant of the events that would soon change everything. Anna and her mother were stalking a great elk through the woods. They knew it was dangerous prey, but it had been a particularly difficult winter, and they were almost out of food. The specter of starvation frightened them more than any forest creature. Without warning, the elk reared, bellowing, and charged at Anna. She was paralyzed with fear as the whole world seemed to shake under the immense beast's pounding hooves. The elk was close enough for Anna to see the murderous fury in its eyes when her mother threw herself in its path, axe in hand. A blood-curdling scream escaped from her lips. The elk impaled her upon its antlers and hoisted her into the air. With all her strength, she brought her axe down on its head again and again, while it tried to shake her loose. With a sickening crack, the antlers snapped and Anna's mother was free. The beast collapsed. Anna was too small to move her mother's broken body, so she sat with her in the clearing where she had fallen. Distracted from the dying elk's cries, Anna's mother held her and hummed her favorite lullaby. They stayed like that, the huntress and the elk getting quieter and colder, until Anna was alone in the silent forest. Eventually, she stood up and started the long walk back home. Caught it in Abby's chat. Still a child, she knew just enough about life in the frozen forest to survive. She followed her instincts and became one with the wild. She got older and stronger and practiced her hunt. She grew into a dangerous predator. Her humanity became a half-remembered dream. She widened her territory and lived off her hunts. She worked her way up through squirrels and hares and minks and foxes. Eventually, she grew tired of them and hunted more dangerous animals like wolves and bears. When unsuspecting travelers come through her woods, she discovered her new favorite prey, humans. Unlucky souls who strayed into her territory were slaughtered like any other animal. She liked to collect their tools and colorful garments, especially toys when they were little ones, but she could never bring herself to kill the little girls. Girls she would take back to her house, deep in the woods. They were precious, and looking at them woke up something deep in her heart. She craved the closeness of a loved one, a child of her own. Among the pillaged wooden toys, dolls, and storybooks she couldn't read, the girls would be tied by the neck with a rough, chafing rope fastened firmly to the wall. She couldn't let them wander off, or they would surely die outside. Every time the girls would waste away and die of cold or starvation or sickness, every time it plunged Anna deeper into pain and sorrow and madness. She was compelled to try again and started raiding the nearest villages to slaughter families and kidnap their daughters. She wore one of the animal masks of her mother crafted for her so many years earlier to try and calm the frightened children. Villagers spread the legend of a half-beast lurking in Red Forest, the huntress who killed men and ate little girls. War eventually came to the forest. German soldiers began to pass through on the march to attack the collapsing Russian Empire. During these dark times, there were no more travelers. The villagers had abandoned their homes, and no more. Damn it. Finish this, win the match in. I wanted to be Bing Bong. Why did it change me? I can't change killers. And I'm in this. Oh, change this. Go brute. Nope. Had it already up then. Got enough people that it's going to start a timer. Really hope this is a chill mastermind. Oh. It's going to be an admin match. Or I guess like write it. Oh no, it's going to be mid-match. 6.5 minutes from now. I could start it now, but then you'd miss the first part of it. Yeah, I may as well. See you after the ad. Zombie over here. I thought I saw it raise its hands, but you spawned way too close to me to be of any use. Mr. Zombie. AI for these zombies is very stupid. There's someone over there. Someone over here, apparently. I'm gonna level up my tentacle, so I'm gonna run around and do that for a little bit. Alright, I'm done with this guy. I don't need him to level up my tentacle every time. Who are you going after, Mr. Zombie? Oh, they're over here. Oh, you lucky bastard. There we go. Thank you, sir. He turned around just to let me get the strike. You're useless to me now. Damn it. Why am I hearing heartbeat? Lost. Oh, I think... No, I don't know why I'm hearing heartbeat. That's so weird. Got him. Okay, can you just stand by that? I do not think that we shouldn't have the wiggles for this sub-table. Not what I'm looking for, but I guess I'll level up off you. Nope. Mastermind's going for her, so nope. Oh, that's the heartbeat. I think it's when his thing goes full red. Where is it? Let me see. What's going on? Who is this person over here that got the heartbeat? Did they get hit by my zombies? Going after this Kate Vincent? why you were just standing there, but... Oh, that really does hit them after. Alright. Let's see if I can find the Renato and Kate Denson again. I also don't know the difference here between orange and red when it comes to the hanging symbols. I'm good without going after you. Hey, you, get away. People ask why I do that, but it's because it gives you blood points. Nope, I'm not going to do that because Wester's over there. Oh, damn it. Did he really fucking... He went straight for the Sable after she got off that hook. I'm with a tunneler who's trying to stick with me as well. I don't want him to stick with me. Let's go. Come on, get over here, Kate. I don't want to hurt you, I just want to kill you. I hate it when bots do this thing where they fucking run in circles around the fucking vaulting point. This is so fucking annoying that they do that. Yep, she's gonna do it around a pallet now, and then go back over to another vaulting point. This is why I hate bots. God damn it. See, she goes straight for a pallet, and then she'll run circles around it if I don't fucking break it a lot of the time. God damn it. She like 180 as soon as I raised my fist. And she's gonna jump the window. And then she's gonna fucking jump the window, and then she's gonna jump the fucking window, and then she's gonna jump the fucking window. That's annoying. That was a fast one. That wasn't 90 seconds. Yeah, I'm not going to even go for kills except for Renato and Kate. So... It makes it worse that you stand there for a hot second holding them. Alright, now time to find Renato. Not Nishi. That's not Renato. Oh, Renato, where are you? That's not Renato. Got him. Fuck you. I hate bots. Hate when they do that thing where they fucking just like jump over, run around, jump over it again. Yep, and he's doing it again. Renato. Up you go. And he killed someone again. He's gotten Sin and Red and Blue Woo. I legit I hanged one person that wasn't a bot once. This guy is the only one that's been hanging everyone that he sees. I don't know if they're going to get Renato because they've got 3 left because of this guy. I don't even know where Renato is, so I'm trying to avoid his cage. Give me them blood points, Mr. Zombie. Hey, Renato is about to be on second hook. This guy is doing... Wow, he's going door to door. What trash. That's not how you play, dude. Oh, there's Cage. I'm not going to be here. I'm going away from him, so I'm not camping him. Right, Renato's dead. That's all I wanted. That's all I'm getting. I'm going to go ahead and just stand here now. Let's go. Run, guys. Run before the Wesker can get to you. Get out of here. Run. Make your way out. Wesker is coming for you guys. Run. Okay, I just saw someone. Wesker did not see them, so go. Run, dude, run. Was he camping the... No, he's not camping the hatch. Okay, cool. There you go. All right, that's one in the hatch. Is there another hatch up here? Were there 3 hatches? No, that's a chest. I think Wesker thinks I was pointing someone to him. Nope. I guess this guy's not going to make it. Because he thought I was probably there. Oh, he made it. He barely made it. Ooh. What was that? 5 deaths? I feel bad for that Sable. I really do. She was in for a little bit. I don't know why she didn't focus on doing things. She was too focused on running away. To be fair, there was a lot of times Wesker was on her ass. All right, I'm going to change the Bing Bong, and hopefully it doesn't change me again. On load. I want to play the Bing Bong. We're going to go back to the Huntress' backstory. War eventually came to the forest. German soldiers began to pass through, on the march to attack the collapsing Russian Empire. During these dark times, there were no more travelers. Villagers had abandoned their home, and no more little ones to be found. Only soldiers. Many of them were found with violent axe wounds. Whole groups disappeared mysteriously. Once the war was over, the rumor of the Huntress disappeared with it, engulfed by the Red Forest. Okay, now we finish our backstory. Sweaty. Sweaty, can you stop looking at me with that ugly face? Yeah, you're gonna... How about that? There you go. That's better. You can look that way. Even while he lived, Freddy Krueger was a creature of nightmare for those who truly knew him. Oh, let me do this, and then we'll do the backstory. Why you're not playing golf? Stop playing whatever game y'all were playing and started playing golf. Alright. Even while he lived, Freddy Krueger was a creature of nightmare. Oh, wait, no, it's still ad in progress. Whoops. Alright. You guys should be back now. Now I should be able to start this. Even while he lived, Freddy Krueger was a creature of nightmare for those who truly knew him. Hiding behind a mask of warmth and friendliness, Freddy's actual temperament was known only to his victims. When those victims were finally heard, the parents of Springwood tracked Freddy down and took the law into their own hands. They thought fire had rid them of a monster that night, that their children were finally safe. But evil as strong as his has a way of surviving. Years passed. The horror was buried. The victims mercifully forgot. Then somehow, Freddy returned. The dreams became nightmares once again. Freddy focused his anger on those he felt wronged him, building up to his one true obsession, Nancy Holbrook. But he underestimated her strength and resourcefulness, together with her friend, Quentin. She managed to weaken Freddy, mutilating him and leaving him for dead once more. Death didn't want Freddy the first time he encountered it. Why did they think it would take him now? He emerged once more, consumed with vengeance. Then he turned his sights on the boy who had blocked his path to Nancy, his number one. Freddy invaded Quentin's dreams, terrorizing him night after night, until his strength and defenses would be at their lowest. When the time was right, he forced the boy to return to the dark reflection of Badham Preschool, where he would have his final revenge. Freddy stalked the boy through the school's halls. He took his time. Second, catching this. Freddy stalked the boy through the school halls, took his time, savoring every moment of the hunt. This was what he enjoyed the most. The smell of their sweat in the air, the ragged gasp of their terrified breath. They were his to play with. There was the boy at the end of the long corridor, too tired and scared to run away. Resigned to his fate, Freddy closed in, arms wide, claws raking the wall, their tips traced along a pipe, metallic shrieking only adding to the boy's apprehension. A shower of sparks rained on the ground and into the liquid that covered the tile floor. The blue flame blossomed and quickly engulfed the room. The boy took flight as Freddy burst from the flames in a fury. Rooms and walls raced past in a blur until they were in Freddy's basement. There would be no escape. Slowly, Freddy's closed in on the boy. His fear was so strong now that Freddy could almost taste it, but his eyes burned with a defiant hatred that was almost admirable. Freddy drew back his claws. Then Freddy felt another presence with him, something odd, powerful, and dark. A miasma enveloped him, and the only sensation was a sound like wooden beams flexing and creaking in the distance. The echoing groan of metal crushed against metal, something arcane and unknowable, halfway between language and pure terror. There was a moment of falling, and Freddy was back in the school. But not his school. It looked the same, but it felt different. His powers were tempered in some ways and focused in others. The boy had gone for now, but other prey walked the hallways. Some would be inconsequential, others would become his new favorites. All would fall before his claws. I did it again. The pig. To my knowledge, the pig is not just one person. Just like Legion is not just one person. It's just whoever's working for Jigsaw at the time. Yeah, it's. I said Jason, Jigsaw or Jason. I don't know. Yeah, but it's because it starts off like it's not always like Jigsaw is a mantle that passes along. So why shouldn't the pig also pass along? You know, unless it's just one person who's just solely always going to follow Jigsaw, no matter who Jigsaw is. When John Kramer, better known as Jigsaw, planned for his son to be born during the Chinese zodiac year of the pig, he wanted it to represent fertility and rebirth, a new beginning for him and his wife, and the start of a charmed life for his son. But that plan was shattered on the night that a junkie broke into his wife's clinic, hoping to score. After this event resulted in the death of his unborn son, John finally caught up with the junkie, making him his first test subject. And the pig was changed forever too. It became a representation of the disease that was rotting John from the inside, a reminder that we are all just meat unless we elevate ourselves through our actions by grasping life from the jaws of death. The pig became a vessel, an agent of Jigsaw, conveying the subjects to their test. For some of those who emerged victorious, the pig would still be a rebirth into their new lives as apprentices, even disciples of Jigsaw. That was the case for Amanda Young, a troubled soul whose life has been a catalog of harm both to herself and those around her. That changed when she faced and bested Jigsaw's test, deciding her life was worth something. She became devoted to Jigsaw's cause, ready to take over when the cancer consumed him. But she became more dependent on John, her anguish at his impending death, combined with a belief that their test subjects weren't capable of saving themselves, being reborn in the crucible of the games. Seeing this, John presented her with another game, another chance to save herself. But Amanda let her rage and jealousy rule her actions. She failed the test and took a bullet as a consequence. Bleeding out on the tiled floor, darkness engulfed Amanda's vision, accompanied by a sound like creaking wood. Then she was in a forest, once more viewing the world through the eyes of a pig. Trees surrounded her, their branches clawing at her from all sides. Waves of panic washed over her, and she could hear her breath reverberating inside the mask. Had she been damned? Cursed to spend her days here in the skies? Or maybe this was another test. Maybe she hadn't failed at all. John always thought one step ahead of everyone else, planned for every eventuality, and he would never give up on her, surely. Jigsaw may have gone, but he had passed her on to another. A being for whom she would be the pig again. Ultimately, she saw now that she had been right in the choices she had made. The time for games was over. There was no chance of redemption for any of them. They were meat, and meat was destined for slaughter. I actually look at the pig because I don't think the pig has much customizations that change gender. I love her crown. It's literally a reverse bear trap. Blighted pig looks pretty cool. I think this one she's more fused with the mask than normal pig. Actually, see, so Freddy has nothing. Huntress has everything. Mordeo. She's got her own pig head. One that completely changes her. It keeps her masks for the indication. This one kind of changes her as well, because she doesn't do everything the same with that, at least in her idols. Oh, yes. Time for the beach. A little Alice in Wonderland fantasy. Is that a bear? I think that's a bear. And she's got all the trinkets that she's collected from children. And all the dolls she collected from children, as well as other masks. That one's pretty cool. This one's pretty fire. Huh? Get it? Some of these she's just barefoot. That's kind of weird. Actually surprised Freddy doesn't have a blighted version. Neither does Leatherface. I didn't mean to do that. It's a long wait for this one. I've already seen all of his. I've seen all of the doctors, but I like this one. Of all of the doctors. But I want this one of all of the doctors. You never seen those ones? I think it's because most people play as just the doctor. For the most part. I've seen this one in the wild. I've seen this one. But this one is a reference to Iron Maiden, the band. There are other Iron Maiden references too. There's also Slipknot references. This is Legion, but a Slipknot reference. Trapper has his own Slipknot reference. Deathslinger has his own Slipknot reference. That's a Hillbilly's Slipknot reference. We are going on to the next one. Like they came out to where you're living last year, or they came into the game last year? I got a hunk on my team. Who's Hunk? What? No, who's Hunk? Apparently that's a killer. I don't remember ever seeing that killer. Oh, Hunk is Legion. Great. Oh, timer's already started. May as well press start match. Oh, I just realized there's a TTV right here. The Legion is, or not the Legion, the Rain is not live. Who's Rain? What survivor is Rain? Ellen Ripley. Okay. And people are leaving. Wow. Cancel then. Don't know why people are leaving. That person's got a low connection, but we'll see. All right, timer started again, so I'm ready up. Good job. Flippity flappity. Good job. Go flap. Excuse me. Raccoon City. Rack City. I'm going to do that thing I was trying to do yesterday. I'm already on the second stairs. Second floor? No, I'm on the first floor. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. So, I believe it's like... Oh, come on. There's like a wall there. I have to find out where the invisible wall ends. Guess not. Okay. Oh, I caught the Pidgeot in Abby's chat at least. Okay, I'm not going to keep trying it. I tried it a few times. Zoom. Every generator I've gone to is not being worked on the left side of the building. This one? No, what the hell? They were all on the right side of the building. Oh, I didn't realize that she was hung right there, or I would have let her go get her. Yeah, I'm not gonna go and camp Ada to prevent her from being gotten. I'm gonna let someone get her at least. I don't know why she didn't go get her. Oh no, okay, she did. She got her immediately. And that guy knows at least I am chill. Ada knows I am chill, because the Ada watched me slash someone, see her, and then run off. Get your ass back over here, not Keanu Reeves. See, this is the whole thing about bots, is they're going to fucking do that. There we go. Go. Now to find Cheryl. But no, that's not who I want to go after. Time to zoom. Zoom. Oh, he's going after Cheryl right now. Cool. Yeah, don't hang around me if he's gonna be coming. Legion's not... he's not on my team, kinda. Oh, oh. Alright, I'm looking for not Keanu Reeves again. They're all over here. What the hell? Wait, I think that's Cheryl. I just saw. Okay, let's see. Not gonna camp gens. Because most of the gens are on this side, I'm not gonna camp them. Oh, he found Alan awake. I didn't catch where Cheryl Mason went because she flashed me. Move, Legion. Run, guys. I don't know why you're just standing there. He's very obviously not going to let you guys go if he can help it. Alright, Cheryl's up again. Now to look for Alan, aka definitely not Keanu Reeves. Keanu may be going for Cheryl Mason wherever she's hung. Unless the Claudette was. No, the Claudette's right there. Okay. So it's just Alan, Wake, and Cheryl Mason. Cheryl might be dead. Okay, Alan Wake left. Cheryl's dead. Okay. Cool. We done. Continue. Pretty sure fellow killer was in chat earlier, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
How's it going over here?
Oh, it's going.
I still have stream going. You still playing DBD?
Yep.
I might do a couple rounds with you.
I'm only staying up for probably like 2 more rounds, dependent on the time, the queue times.
Okay. I'll probably go ahead and head out then. So, have fun then.
All right. Night.
Good night.
Oh, we were looking at the collections. So we were on Slipknot. This is the doctor's Slipknot mask. Yes, that was Abby. This is the Blight's Slipknot mask. This is the Wraith's Slipknot mask, which I might actually look into getting at some point. And this is the Clown. Funny enough, is that's the name of this mask as well. The masked character for that. Alright. See if I can find... Wait, Chrysalis collection. Is it... Oh, see. Rainbow Six Siege. Oh boy. Iron Maiden. Here's the Iron Maiden collection. So we got this one for Dredge. This one for Doctor. This one for the Oni. And they're all Eddie, because that's the name of their mascot. We got this one for Deathslinger. And Jake Park has a shirt. Claudette has a shirt. Meg Thomas has a shirt. Dwight has a shirt. Nia has a shirt. I think it's just all the same shirt though. Feng, David, Jane, Jeff, Adam, Kate, Yui, Zarina, Felix, Elodie. I think everyone might have a shirt actually. You're like most of the characters. But yeah, it's just Killers as dressed up as Eddie. Let's see. Pop superstar is just people dressing up as pop stars. Okay. Not anyone specific. There's Alice in Wonderland. Let's see. Alice in Wonderland has the Jabberwock as the artist. The Nia Carlson outfit that Avi uses. The Mad Hatter for Ace. Red Queen for the Huntress. Berserker. Then Alice as Kate Denson. Okay. Stranger Things. Hell yeah. Let's continue on. The Crypt TV. So that's where these ones come from. Who has Rainbow Six? Adam Francis, Felix Richter, and Renato Lyra. I'm actually surprised the pop star doesn't have the literal K-pop character. Oh wait, no, it does. Here he is. The Trickster. Thought it was all survivors earlier when I looked. To be fair, the Trickster and Legion have the build of a survivor, it would seem. I caught the Berserker. So the artist, the Wraith, and then 2 survivors. I'm gonna go Nemesis again. How long is he even on this trial? I don't know how long the trial is, but it's probably as long as this. Yeah, it doesn't say how long his trial is. I may have already... Okay, code expired. If looks good, chill. Oh. I already claimed that one. Already claimed that one. Just trying to see if there's any new ones. Oh, it's expired. But it's already been claimed. I don't remember claiming that one. But it's already been. I don't remember claiming that one either. I doubt this one's gonna work. Yeah, code expired. Oh. No Vas Casas. That one's expired. Probably all expired in this one. It says they're working, but they don't seem to be. The Dark Lord. Yeah, they're all expired. Okay. Alright, let's see. Whose backstory next? I guess we're gonna go do the clown. Oh, already starting out bad. He was born in 1932. Kenneth Chase was born in 1932 by a difficult labor which his mother wouldn't survive. The event drove a rift between him and his father that was never closed. As the boy grew, so did his father's resentment and his drinking habit. By the time Kenneth was at school, they lived mostly separate lives. Academically, he was unremarkable, coasting by on his significant athletic prowess. He grew tall and strong, excelling at track events, shunned any attempts to coax him into team sports. On his walk home from school, he would often find feathers on the ground, and he soon began a collection, keeping them in a cigar box under his bed. With his father either at work or in an alcohol-induced stupor, Kenneth had hours to spend alone, transfixed by the regularity of the feathers' barbs, feeling a softness as he ran them over his lips. Watching the birds that came to the feeder in his garden, he imagined how soft they must be and resolved to catch one. He ingratiated himself with the local dentist, soon procuring some anesthetic. Using this, he rigged up a trap on the feeder that he hoped would knock out a bird long enough that he could touch it. After a few failed attempts, he managed to trap a robin. As it lay in his hands, he felt a sudden rush of a life at his mercy. He had planned to release it once it recovered from the anesthetic. Instead, as its eyes flickered back into consciousness and it began to struggle, his grip remained firm. His fingers slowly tightened around its throat, squeezing until its chest feathers were finally still. He disposed of the body, keeping it just a feather, with which he started a new collection, discarding the others as fake. By the late 1940s, Kenneth had left school and started working as a busboy at a local diner. It also escalated to larger prey, like squirrels, raccoons, and dogs, becoming skilled at customizing the anesthetic dosage for each. In early 1954, a young man went missing and the town was turned upside down in the search. A few months later, Kenneth's father, while doing some work in the crawlspace under the house, found a cigar box. He broke it open and saw, to his horror, that it contained feathers, animal paws, and a man's finger. Returning from work, Kenneth saw his father leaving the crawlspace with a cigar box in his hand. He turned on his heel and never went home again. After a few weeks of living rough, he encountered a traveling circus and, with his prodigious strength, was hired to work the ropes. He assumed a new name, Jeffrey Hawk. Suddenly surrounded by a close-knit community, Jeffrey had to learn to socialize. He donned a new personality, like a disguise, quickly becoming known as a charming and helpful, and was welcomed into his new family. Over the next decade, he stayed with the circus, traveling the length and breadth of the USA. But with the itinerant life provided few repercussions, he fell into bad habits. Drink, junk food, drugs. He indulged all of them to excess. For a time, these vices were enough, but then his old urges returned and his nomadic existence became a cover for him to resume killing. He stole clothes and makeup from performers, fashioning a disguise that would let him get close to his victims before he anesthetized them, bringing them back to his caravan, where they would awake to find themselves bound at his mercy. He would finally get to have his fun mentally and physically torturing them. Their screams fueled him before getting lost in the night. Once their strength was at its lowest, he would carefully examine their fingers, searching for the prettiest, running them over his tongue to find the tastiest. Once he found the best, he would cut it from their hand and proudly add it to his collection, disposing of the rest of the body as pointless waste. Men, women, young, old, he didn't care. The essence of a good collection is in the variety, in the memories and stories they evoke. He removed the costume less and less, shedding his old personality with it, fully embracing the clown, his true self. With time, he became complacent and sloppy. A victim managed to work free of her bindings while he was sleeping off the drink. She escaped, screaming for help, and he awoke to find the rest of the circus bearing down on him. He whipped his horse and the caravan disappeared into the night. Since then, he has roamed the country, a parasite who could always be found at a carnival or circus, but who had never been seen on any playbill. He lured those brave or foolish enough to come near, trapped them, and moved on before they could be found missing. Somewhere along the way, he left the ordinary roads of the USA behind him, traveling through a veil of mist and entering a new realm. It was a place of transience and impermanence, perfectly suiting the life he had chosen to lead. Feeling more at home than he had in his entire life, he set up camp and waited for his first visit. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Killer clown from existence. Did it again. Alright, the spirit I'm not going to read right now because I want to have the time to read the spirit and the Oni in one sitting. So we're going to the Legion. Frank Morrison was 19 and had little to show for it. He stopped attending school after being kicked out of the basketball team for shoving a referee into the stands, yet Frank was a man of potential who could lighten up a room despite his bleak childhood. At 6 years old, he'd been taken away from the Calgary to start a circuit of foster homes. No matter how many times he lashed out, threw temper tantrums, got into fights, kept moving him to new unfamiliar houses. His last move had been 3 years prior when his last foster dad, Clive Andrews, had picked him up from the adoption center. They'd been on the road for 7 hours before reaching a small bungalow in Ormond. It would be the longest time they spent together. Clive was too busy trading checks from the family services for drinks at the bar. Ormond was a small, stale place, a remote town of 6,000 inhabitants where gray winters dragged on for most of the year. Frank did everything he could to get into another adoptive family, but he changed his mind when he caught the attention of a beautiful girl. Julie was a popular girl who was convinced that she deserved better than a life in Ormond, and Frank as an outsider was her ticket out. Frank attended the party she threw where everyone was younger than him and easily impressed, which he liked. He met the impulsive Joey, who liked to show off, and the shy, naive Susie, who was Julie's best friend. They would hang out at an abandoned lodge up Mount Ormond. The time together was the perfect break from the boring conformity of their small, insignificant, everyday lives. Frank saw it as an opportunity to shape their lack of experience into something powerful. He lined up nights of debauchery and rampage, testing their limits. Bullying, vandalism, and theft were essentially their weekend plans. It came to a point where they would do anything he asked. Nothing was off limits when they put their masks on. One evening, Frank dared Joey to vandalize the store that had recently fired him. They snuck inside easily enough as the building was supposed to be empty after closing hours. But a cleaner. Damn it. Okay, I will finish that afterwards. Bing bong time. Oh wait, no, it changed me again. No, timer's up. I'm starting. Okay, the huntress left. Canceling that. Guess the huntress didn't want to be on TTV acting like an asshole. Oh, I got another huntress. I don't know why I changed my killer from Nemesis to Bing Bong, though. I forgot to Wonder Trade. Do that before the match actually starts. Since I have 2 Pidgeots, I get to Wonder Trade Pidgeot. I got a Shogun. I have no idea. I've never had the partner leave, so. Which is funny, because I anticipate them to be pissed with the way I'm playing. I'm only targeting bots for the most part. I caught up one. This is Huntress's map. Which is actually funny, because now she's home. It's your map, lady. I was about to say, hopefully she's not following me. Oh, she found a few people. I guess they all started pretty similarly in the same place. Dude, bro, I found the bot first. Very nice, but he like ran into a fucking wall, which is hilarious. Like ran into a wall and just kept running at the wall. Fuck back over here. I'm getting tired of the fucking bots doing that shit. And he knows that I'm turning around. I hate the bots. They can see you through fucking walls. They have wall hacks. Die. Now time to find the fucking bard. Fuck your damn wall hacks, Jonan. Or Jonah. Okay, where's the bard? Okay, whatever. That's easy hang. I don't know why he did that right in front of me. Looking for Ace Tree. Where are you, bard? Okay, or not, Jill. Pointing you out to a thing to heal yourself, but you just ran off. Where is the bard? Where is the bard? That's an Ada Wong. She's looping the Huntress. What's going on over here? Okay, no. None of that. No AFKing. You AFK, you die. Dude had 3 fucking crows on him, so he obviously was just trying to AFK farm there. Okay, she got the bard. Wait, that's the bot. Where'd he go? Dude didn't realize I was there for a hot minute there. Now he's running, which is funny. Oh, they're not grabbing one bot off. Fuck. They barely grabbed the bot off. fucking... Nope. I'm destroying pallets from this point on. Like, I'm trying to make it to where people, the other actual people, can use them, but I'm getting tired of the bots using them like that. Little shitter, get back over here. Oh my fuck. Bots piss me off. Come on, you little POS. I'm so slow too. So I'm destroying pallets, so now he's gonna use these. Watch, he's gonna use the fucking ledges now. Because he's already circled around, yep. And he's gonna circle around. He's not even gonna circle around, he's not even gonna get far. I was destroying pallets, so he's done using the pallets. He's gonna fucking use this. Oh my fucking... They need to make it to where these bots don't do that. Because they're going to keep doing that. Either that or just don't give them bots. Actually wait for a full fucking game like they do in the normal gameplay. Done with that bot. That bot keeps fucking running circles around that one spot and I can't catch up to him. I'm just trying to kill bots, but the fucking bots are gone now. Okay, Hunter's just chill. That's the cool part. Isaac is somewhere still here. He's probably focusing on a door. Probably didn't realize we're playing a little chill. There you go. Didn't realize the Huntress was chill till right at the end. But yeah, these bots piss me the hell off. Oh, that doesn't help because they're escapists as well. They were both escapists, so they could just run forever. You wouldn't be able to catch them. I'm going to finish off Legion's story and I'm going to end stream. There's no... I'm not going to try to go for another. By the time I get to another match, I'm going to need to go to bed. So. You better catch me. Because if you don't, I'll get hurt. And then it will be your fault. Oh, you're leaving, I see. Not even going to let me finish the Legion. You'll miss on purpose? Yeah, sounds about right. You're just trying to hurt me, it sounds like. Alright, I'm gonna finish Legion's thing. One evening, Frank dared Joey to vandalize the store that recently fired him. They snuck inside easily enough, as the building was supposed to be empty after closing hours. But a cleaner, who was still there, grabbed Julie as soon as she came near. Hearing her stifled cries, a dark impulse took over Frank. He rushed to her aid, knife in hand, and, without hesitating, planted the blade into the cleaner's back. As the group stared at Frank in shock, he ordered them to finish the job. Joey clenched his jaw, grabbed the knife, and stabbed the bleeding man in the ribs. Susie didn't want to do it. Frank shouted at her. They had to finish what they'd started. Julie closed her eyes and jabbed the knife into the man's chest. She handed the wet blade to Susie. They were all in this together now. Susie stared at Julie in disbelief as Frank grabbed her trembling hands and inserted the knife deep into the man's throat. Frank told them to move fast. They mopped the blood off the floor, stashed the body in the trunk of Joey's car, and drove up Mount Ormond. All four were digging in the muddy snow to dispose of the body when Frank spotted something moving through the woods. He grabbed his knife and broke from the group to check it out. The fog thickened around Frank, becoming so dense that he soon could no longer see ahead. He retraced his steps and stumbled in on an ominous trail, followed the eerie path, as if called by the darkness. Julie, Susie, and Joey finished digging, but Frank was nowhere to be seen. Julie spotted his muddy footsteps in the snow, and the three of them followed the trail, which took them deeper into the woods. When Julie, Susie, and Joey did not return home that night, their parents thought they'd run away with Frank. Each family came up with a different theory. The mood of the town changed, however, when a body was found by an abandoned lodge up Mount Ormond. Actually, let me look at their costumes. Because I know that Legion has multiple customizations based off of those three. So this is normal Frank. You got Julie, which fitting that they're dressed very similarly. Let's see. Where are the other two? Here's a Susie, but it's not the one that I'm looking for. Looking for the normal Susie. I don't think there is a normal Susie. What the hell? I guess it's just these two can be either of them. This one? That's Susie. This is also Susie. Not this color, but yes, so... This one? No, that's not a skirt. So it's got to be this one, right? Or is it this one? Oh, okay, so it was the darker. So this one right here, or the red one with the hoodie on. Hoodie or zip up? Pull over or zip up? So the pull over one? So this one, okay. Let's see, which one do I like? Obviously, everyone's got one of these. So this was the one Legion that I was with. You got the Angsty Artist. Oh, hold up. I need to show you my, I finished my Skull Merchant. I finished my Skull Merchant. If I got a weapon for her, though... If I got a weapon for her, I'm not 100% sure of what I would use. Because I like the ice one. Maybe this one? This one came with that mask if I were to buy the whole set. But I think I like this one or the frozen blades. If I do get another blade for her, it'll be after I get Nemesis. Because I actually like Nemesis, so I might actually get him at some point. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to call it a night for the stream at least. I'm going to eat something and then lay down because I got work in the morning, early in the morning. If I could stay up later, I would definitely be staying up later, and Abby probably would have stayed. But I need to set an alarm for 10, which is in 8 hours. So I can get a shower in. So you guys have a good night. Hope you enjoyed stream. If you did, leave a follow. And if you really want to help support me and get me out of being able or make it to where I can actually stay live longer, hit that subscribe button. But yeah, later.